What's up with you? For today's video, we'll be full Seel evolution team. So we've got Seel and we've got, did I just say Seel? I meant Seel and Dewgong. I hope that seals the deal. So we got Thick Fat, Hydration, and Ice Body. So some pretty cool abilities here. I want to say probably my favorite one is Hydration, because you can make some really fun salty stalling sets. I've got 3 battles today with this Seel evolution team, and I hope you enjoy. First battle here is against Cop Byron, and we have a X-Cloud lead versus my Dewgong. Now, is anyone's favorite Pokemon out there, Seel or Dewgong? Let me know in the comment section. I always ask this on these videos just to see if these more, like, I guess, unpopular Pokemon have a fair bit of love, or anyone that really likes them. Let me know. Okay, so we got this cool physical set here. I've got Fake Out, Waterfall, Icicle Sphere, and Hail. I've got Ice Body as the ability and King's Rock as the item. So I've got the EV spread here as max speed and max attack. Its speed stat actually isn't all that, I mean, it's not tremendous, but it actually is pretty good considering. So you can make use of that Fake Out, get that little bit of chip damage, set the Hail up. You know, it's reasonably bulky to take a hit, and then you can start going for Icicle Sphere. If you do manage to get a flinch too, which is going to be good, you can get, you know, extra round of hail damage, and you also get an extra round of Ice Body healing you after you've set the hail up. So I'm just looking at it shot. I don't really... Its shinies are kind of bad, to be honest. Let's be real. Like even Seel and Dewgong, like both of them, they just get like a more of a goldy sort of color added to them. So not exactly the most amazing shiny in the world. I mean, there's probably ones that are worse, though, like Red Ice, but still not the greatest one ever there. So we've got X-Cloud going for a Screech. I was like, oh, I wonder what sort of set this is going to be. So Dewgong's going to get some more recovery there from Ice Body. I'll just keep spamming Icicle Sphere over and over again against this X-Cloud. X-Cloud's pretty bulky, and Dewgong's attack, well, it isn't exactly what you call the greatest in the world. So that is going to be the end of the X-Cloud there. I think what they were trying to do was to run a Screech and Supersonic set, so I'd hit myself for confusion and do a lot of damage due to the defensive drops from Screech. A very, very difficult set to actually pull off there, because you're very reliant on the opponent hitting themselves in confusion, but very, very salty if it does work. So the next Pokemon here is going to be the Drapion, so I get a nice flinch there, and the Hail is going to stop. In this battle, I got a lot of flinches, and with this Dewgong set in general, I tended to get a lot of flinches, which is really cool. And sometimes I got them on like only 2 hits, which is amazing. So now Drapion's going to go for a Leer. That's like a crazy camera angle, like zoomed right into its face. And now I've got that go. So I wonder what this is going to do with Leer. So I've already got Screech. I've already been hit by a Leer, so my defense is like really, really low. So go for another barrage here of the Icicle Spheres, and I got another flinch there. So like, this is really good. So, you know, the opponent really can't do anything at the moment. So firing off some more Icicle Spheres here, hoping I can get, you know, a quality 5 of them in a row. I know 5 won't take Drapion out, because Drapion's got some, you know, pretty good defense about it too. So I get 3 hits, which is okay, and I get another flinch. No, I'm getting so many flinches at the moment. This poor Drapion. I mean, I would be a bit salty too. So go for some more Icicle Spheres here on the Drapion, and Drapion, you know, might be able to live if it only lands twice, and it did. I was like, man, and then it got off the knockoff. I was like, uh-oh, I don't even know how I lived that one. Like, how did I even live that? So Dewgong somehow lives that knockoff there, and you know, that's the end of my King's Rock, and the Hail is going to take out Drapion. I definitely didn't expect to live that. Like, that must have had just been pure bulk. I'm not really sure. Next Pokemon is going to be Qwilfish, and it's called 17 Hours Remain. That's more of like a 24-hour stream meme. If you know, you know. So my only real option is to go for Icicle Sphere or Waterfall. I went to go for the Icicle Sphere, so I went for like 5 hits, but it only got 3. Both moves weren't really doing a lot of damage. So it's going to go for a Disrespect, Poison Sting, and Dewgong is going to faint. I guess I deserved that for all the all the flinches I got earlier. That was, you know, super, super lucky. So Qwilfish's got Black Sludge as the item too. We're going to go to our next Pokemon, which is going to be Dewgong. So if you haven't figured out already, I've got 2 Dewgongs and 2 Speels. So Qwilfish is going to go for an Acro Pressure, randomly raising a stat by 2, which is going to be its speed. And I just went for Sheer Cold here, and it lands on the Qwilfish. That was like really, really nice getting rid of Qwilfish there. This Dewgong is a Blizzard, Surf, Sheer Cold, and Belt set. I've got the ability Thick Fat, item Citrus Free, max health, and max special attack. So next Pokemon here is going to be the Togekiss. It's going to kiss the Dewgong, and it's, you'll be very happy about that, getting a kiss from Togekiss, So I'm confused at this point in time. I think I just went for Sheer Cold again, but I hit myself in confusion, so I didn't get a chance to actually attack it, which is very, very unfortunate. Now the Togekiss is going to go for it's a Pound Sweet Kiss set. I snap out of confusion, and I get a second Sheer Cold off against a Togekiss. So that's that was like, when you think about it, that was 2 in a row because I never got to attack the last turn. So that's the end of the Togekiss. Next Pokemon is going to be the Kecleon. So Kecleon could be like a lot of different things. I went for Sheer Cold, and I just landed 3 Sheer Colds in a row on the opponent, man. That is, that's really, really lucky. So there's only one more Pokemon left, and that is going to be Exeggutor. And I was like, okay, well, I do have Blizzard on this set. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Sheer Cold again. And it landed. I got 4 Sheer Colds in a row. That's just crazy lucky right there. Super, super lucky. Hope you enjoyed the first battle, people. It definitely, I used all my skill to win that battle. It took so much skill. I mean, if the video doesn't deserve a like after that one, I don't know what does. I'm sorry, Cop Byron, you must be a bit salty. I'm like, I would be too. I would be too. So let's get on to battle number 2 here. This one is against Rat, and we got a Remoraid versus a Dewgong lead. So I've got my physical Dewgong here to start this battle off. Going for the fake A, they're clapping them Remoraid cheeks and doing some pretty good damage right there. I thought I'd set up the Hail here because I thought, well, what's Remoraid going to do to me outside of like maybe Bullet Seed or Seed Bomb for a super effective attack? And went for Rock Blast. Like, okay, that's another good move they can use against me. Unfortunately, Remoraid only got 2 Rock Blasts off there. I would have been in a lot of trouble if it landed 5. That would have finished me there. I'm trying to think the last time I did a video based on Dewgong and Seel, I believe it was my Pokemon Seel team, like Seel's team. And before that, I can't remember actually using these Pokemon. Like, I know that I did a Dewgong sweep like, I want to say 7 years ago, maybe. I believe I did a Dewgong sweep. I don't think I've ever done a Seel sweep on the channel, but I know I've done this. I did like this hydration Dewgong sweep. It was such a long battle too. But that was an ancient video. Would have been, I reckon, 6 or 7 years old. If you like Dewgong, you should check it out. If you do check it out, I'll leave a little heart on your comment there if you leave one. Next Pokemon here is going to be Nidorino, and I'm trying to get that. I'm run real hard to get that flinch. I got a crit there, which is pretty nice. And Nidorino's taken a lot of damage here, so I hit it 4 times. Now Nidorino's going to go for a Rock Smash. I'm like, I wonder if this is a Hustle set. And I'm thinking, well, I believe it is a Hustle set, but since Rock Smash is such a low base power move, I think that's why I managed to actually live that hit. So Nidorino's going to have, it's going to have Black Sludge as its item too, but obviously I'm going to do way more damage to the Nidorino than the one Rock Smash will do to me. I say they probably had something like Rock Smash. The thing about Rock Smash, at least you can hit Steel types, and there's probably Poison Jab and some other moves there. So I'm going to get some more health recovery there from the Ice Body. Next Pokemon is going to be Corsola. So Corsola is actually not a bad Pokemon here. I can't do a lot of damage, and then my attack miss. I'm like, it's got Bright Powder. So we got the Curse coming in here on the Corsola. Now Corsola's already got good defense, and its attack is pretty good. And you might be able to guess what my opponent's theme team is. Let me know in the comment section if you can guess what it is. I'll give you a clue. Just pay close attention to the specific Pokemon that they are using. That's your clue. So here comes a Rock Slide coming off the curse there, and Dewgong is going to get decimated. I was like, man, this is actually really bad because my whole team is really going to get hit hard by this thing. I don't know what I can actually do to Corsola. Like, I don't know if I can even take it out. So going to my second Dewgong here. Now, Dewgong, I thought, let's just go for Surf here. I'm going to get some damage, best damage that I possibly can. So good damage here with Surf, even though it's, not going to do like heaps of damage. Here comes another Rock Slide on Dewgong. Dewgong is going to get one shot of there. So this is very, very bad. And that was a crit too. I want to say, I don't know if that crit actually mattered there. Like, that's another clue for you. That's another clue. So anyway, next Pokemon is going to be my Seel. Seel! God damn, I need to seal the deal. So this is, let me check up here. We got this is a cool set. So we got Horn Drill, Rest, Rain Dance, and Stockpile. This is a Hydration Leopard Berry set. Now, this is all around boosting my defenses. At this stage, I had to go for Horn Drill first because I think I was going to get swept by this thing. And thank goodness it landed. Otherwise, I would have lost the Corsola. Looking at my last Seel set, I would have 100% lost that. So it's good to get rid of that. Next Pokemon is going to be Togepi. And we're going to go for a Rain Dance here. So we're changing the weather from the hail to the water. So what I can do now is I've got the rest. I've got rest, so I can heal off any status. Funnily enough, the Togepi is going to go for a Thunder Wave here, and the Thunder Wave is going to get healed at the end of the turn from the hydration abilities. That was really, really cool. So you can truly abuse the move Rest here and heal yourself up constantly. The idea with the set is to get 3 stockpiles up and then just spam Horn Drill and get as many KOs as I can. And then when my Horn Drill PP runs out, you get that Leopard Berry to give you some more back. And, you know, it's fairly bulky there. It can still be taken out. Obviously, we don't have Everlight in this game, but, you know, it becomes pretty bulky. So Togepi's going to have a Last Resort. Sounds like, damn, Last Resort Togepi. That's pretty powerful. So getting that stockpile up right there, and I'm hoping I can get that Rest off, and then, you know, I can take that Togepi out with a Horn Drill. Togepi's going to fly off with another Horn Drill here. Sorry, not a Horn Drill, a Last Resort. I imagine Togepi using Last Resort, like just flying at you. Wouldn't it splat? Because it's virtually an egg. So Togepi's going to slide out there, and Togetic is going to slide right in. And I'm going to go for a Rest this turn. Now, I don't really have the Rain Dance up here, so my hydration ability is not going to heal my, my Rest status off. And this is where things got kind of nasty, because I only had one more Seel left. So Togetic is going to go for a Swagger here, boosting my attack. So I was like, well, they're either going to want to confuse me, or they're just doing it to, you know, add status onto my Sphere. I don't know what sort of set this is going to be. You know, Togetic can get lots and lots of move. So I'm sleeping once again there. Togetic's going to go for another Swagger. So I was like, okay, they've got for 2 Swaggers now, so they either want me to hit myself for confusion and do lots of damage, or they want the attack boost to themselves. That's sort of what I was thinking then. So I hit myself for confusion. It doesn't really do any damage at all there. Now Togetic is going to go for a Psych Up, and that's bad because Togetic's going to get plus. That's plus 4 in attack. That's no joke. So go for a Horn Drill there and missed on Togetic. Togetic's going to go for an Air Oasis. I took that so well. The Seel EVs, you're probably wondering, this was max health and max defense. That's why I lived it so well. That was without an Everlight too. So that was, imagine if I had an Everlight there, would have taken it even better. So that's the end of Seel. Last Pokemon is Seel number 2. This is a Perish Song, Protect, Rest, and Dive set. So I can't do a lot of, I could go for a dive, but I just went for Perish Song. And now Togetic is going to go for an Air Race here. There was no way I couldn't have beaten the Togetic there. But it was a pretty close battle at the end. I'd say I would have got around Togepi, but I wanted to actually save this Seel to the very end. So, you know, you get it so your opponent's got only one more Pokeball left because it doesn't have a trapping move, and, you know, then feint it with that. So we just I went for a couple of Protect shenanigans here. Togetic tried to take me out with a Disrespect Swagger, and I was like, oh, please don't feint to the confusion. That'd be very, very salty. And I didn't. I got another Protect off here, and fortunately the Togepi and the Seel are gonna be, they're gonna be feinting at the same time. My opponent still had the Togepi left there, so it was a GG. But a pretty cool set there. A Swagger Psych Up Togetic. That's a Pokemon. When you think about it, Togepi and Togetic actually have the same. They've got the same shinies as Seel and Dewgong, like almost exactly the same. When you look at it, it's exactly the same color. Thank you, Rat, for the battle there. Pretty cool team. I definitely didn't like versing that Togetic. It was amazing how it lived like that. All those that airway, so it took it so well. Let's get on to battle number 3 here. This is a battle against Super Bowser, and we have a Scissor lead. And I've got I lead with this Dewgong every single time. It was really, really good, right? So clapping them Scissor cheeks there, not doing like huge amounts of damage, but you know, any damage is better than none, right? Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set the hail up here. I don't know whether Scissor's got a fighting type move here. That was another thing I had to worry about. Now this team obviously was very, very weak to electric type Pokemon, grass type Pokemon, fighting type Pokemon. They had so many weaknesses too. And Dewgong and Seel, they're not really what you call the fastest Pokemon, and they're not really heavy hitters too. So it made this a really tough challenge. So go for Waterfall on the Scissor there. Scissor is going to have X Scissor. That's doing a lot of damage to me. It's a 3-hit KO after the Ice Body. It's a good thing I did set the Ice Body up there too. I really, really need to get some flinch with the Waterfall there. However, the Scissor's going to be swapping out here. I guess I don't want to risk a flinch. And in comes Fione. So like, wow, this is difficult. Another weakness this team had, especially with the movesets that I was running, was Water-type Pokemon. When you look at all the sets that I got, probably the best ones that I had to do any damage were my 1-hit KOs. So it's like, Sheer Cold and Horn Drill. That was the best moves I had. Really, Blizzard Surf, Waterfall, they really didn't hardly do anything at all here. I was trying my best to get as many flinches as I could against this, this Fione ride. Now, Fione's almost at half health. I'm just spamming Waterfall as much as I can here to get to. I'm still about 3 hit KO out from there. And now Phione is going to have a grass. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So that's the end of my Dewgong. So it's a water type Pokemon with a grass move. I mean, it is grass not, it is weight based, but still it's going to do some, all right damage there to the rest of my team. So the next Pokemon I'm going to bring in here is going to be my Dewgong. Here comes Supersonic from the Phenomenon. I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to, I want to be able to land an attack against this thing. So Dewgong once again is confused. I'm getting confused in all these battles, and I managed to get a Surf off here, which is really good. So I'm like, okay, probably like one more Surf, and it was like one more Surf, to take out the Phione here. Now, Fione's going to go for a Grass Knot. Grass Knot does hit me fairly hard. It's about a 3 hit KO, right? I was really, really worried if I was going to get an attacking move last turn, and I hit myself in confusion. Like, no, that sucks so much. Now, this Dewgong was the one with the Citrus Berry, right? However, Phione swaps out, and another Phione, 2 Phione. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, it was hard enough taking one of these out, right? So go for a Surf here on the second Phione. Actually, that's a team I've not done yet. I've not done a Phione evolution, or Phione and Manaphy. I actually have to probably do that team. That'd be something I should do. I guess in the future, right? I'd like to use the shinies and the normals too to have a team before, but that's another thing I could do in the future. Just thinking of that then. So getting some more Surf damage off on the Phione here. Fione's going to go for a Waterfall. That's not going to really do too much. So I'm guessing this one doesn't have Grass Knot. Now my Citrus Berry is going to be activated. I don't think they wanted to risk their Phione number 1 getting flinch and then losing the ability to fire off, super effective Grass Knots. I guess until my Dewgong was at least out of the picture. So I'm still confused here by the Supersonic from earlier, and I got the Belch off here. I was like, yes, this is really good. I can finally land a decent attack. The thing about Belch is I had to consume that Citrus Berry for when I was, before I was able to use that. So that was like the weakness of that set. Next Pokemon is Rampardos. I'm like, okay, good. This will be an easy KO. I have to snap out of confusion, and I do. And Rampardos, there's no way it's going to be able to live this attack unless it got like Focus Action, which it didn't have. So bye-bye Rampardos. Excellent. So there's a Scissor left, and there's a Phione left, which only has a little bit of health. Next Pokemon is the Scissor or Splinter. Actually, speaking of Splinter, I'm not sure if anyone plays this game series. They haven't released a Splinter Cell for a long, long time. I'm really, really waiting for them to bring a new one back. It's been ages, if there's any fans of Splinter Cell out there. It's like a stealth game. It's quite fun. It requires a lot of patience. So our next Pokemon here is the Phione we've seen before. It's going to go for a Grass Knot. Doesn't take the Dewgong out. I'm going to give it a nice big burp, and that is the end of the Phione. So that's excellent. They need to do something with Belch. It looks so boring. It needs to have a better animation, in my opinion. So next Pokemon's going to be the Sableye. It's going to have Fake Out. That's not going to be enough to take out Dewgong. And now it's going to double that up with a Shadow Sneak. Okay, that's going to be enough to take out Dewgong. So Fake Out, a double priority combination on Sableye. So all I've got left now is Seel and Seel. God damn, I said Seel again. Now, there was a problem here. There was a very, very big problem. I have a Horn Drill set, but I can't land it on Sableye. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to need to take this out with Dive and Parasol, or at least make this Sableye swap out. So this made this section of the battle really, really long. And I'm not sure whether Sableye had Recover or not. So that's his third move, is Disable with Detect. So I'm like, okay, it doesn't have, thank goodness it doesn't have Recover. So it's got Disable, Detect, Shadow Sneak, and Fake Out. That's a troll set. So go for Parasol. I have to force this Sableye to swap because it's going to take me way too many dives to actually even take this thing out too. And plus, I got to think about the disable. It's going to disable my dive over and over. Last Pokemon is the Garchomp. I'm like, I had to swap out the Seel here. So I swapped out the Seel and went into my other Seel. I swear I keep saying Seel, but I actually mean Seel, alright? So this is a Dragon Claw Garchomp, and that does a lot of damage. So it's a 3 hit KO. I'm going to set the Rain Dance up here and try and get the rest and hydration set rolling. I don't know whether I can get these. I mean, this is what I was thinking, right? If I try and waste too much time getting stockpile boosts going, Sableye could easily come back in here onto my Horn Drill. So I need to take out Garchomp real quick. I got to just, one Horn Drill, boom, gone. Then I've got a chance. And all I got to do then with my other Seel is go for Parasol. So that's what I was going for here. But it wasn't easy, right? Now Garchomp's going to go for a Sand Attack. Now, the good thing is about one-hit KO moves, they're not affected by moves like Sand Attack and the Horn Drill miss. Like, dang. Now they know they've got Horn Drill. So Garchomp's going to go for another Dragon Claw here. That's fine. It's still, 3-hit KO. And now the Horn Drill missed again. Now Garchomp's going to go for a further Dragon Claw there. I absolutely have to go for rest here. The problem about that is since I don't have, damp rock on this Seel set, the rain dance isn't lasting for very long there. And, the rain is drying up. So the rain actually stops. The hydration doesn't kick in on the turn that rain stops, which really, really sucks. Because technically it was still raining, but I guess at the start of the turn, the rain stopped and then the ability tried to kick in. But since there was no rain, it didn't work. So that's unfortunate. So now I've got a sleeping Seel here. So the Garchomp's going to swap out, and in comes the Sableye. I just swapped it out and went for a Perisong here. So I had to take out one of these Pokemon. If I could get it down to one Pokemon, I was confident that I could win here. The problem was I had nothing to hit that Sableye out with outside of Dive. So I had to do a lot of damage. Plus it had Disable too, so it can easily disable my Dive before I could do anything. So go for Protect here on the Sableye again, trying to stall these turns out. And, Shadow Sneak's not going to do a lot of damage. That was Sableye's only attacking moves. So now we're both down to one here. This went, as I said, I did skip a bit out of here because this went on for a very, very long time. But I'll tell you when I did actually, go about skipping that out. Just the part in the battle, because there was a lot of swaps. It was I get it down to one Perisong each. They would swap out, I would swap out, then we'd swap it back in, that sort of thing. It went on for ages. So Garchomp's going to go for a Dragon Claw here on my Seel. Seel, unfortunately, is going to be sleeping this turn. So it's now going to go for... Wow, Bulldoze looks actually pretty cool there. I liked how it was quite a... I don't know... Wasn't it was like a lighter sort of earthquake, like a lighter color earthquake. Seel is sleeping this turn. Garchomp's going to go for another Bulldoze here, and my Seel is down. So now I'm down to my very, very last Seel here, the one with Perisong. So this bit here, I've got half health left there. This bit, I did cut a bit at it because it's quite a bit of stalling little section here. So Garchomp went for its final Bulldoze. I lived on 1 health here. And I'm going to go for the final dive here. And the Garchomp and the Seel are going to faint on the same turn here. So Sableye still remained on my opponent's team, but Garchomp and Seel fainted. So that's a GG there. Unfortunately, once I lost one Seel, the other one fell in its place. But a pretty fun team to use. Lots of try and troll strategies here. Hope you enjoyed it, people. I'll catch you tomorrow for maybe some Pokemon sweeps. Peace out, people.